Good morning, everyone. Rob here with you, and we're going to play the Edmonton Oilers today. Once again, they're still on the road, and they're going to play the Chicago Blackhawks. Okay, going to play the Chicago Blackhawks. Also, from last night, I'd like to thank Sean Armstrong for being with us last night. If you watched the video, I called him Steve. So I want somebody to tell me I want somebody in chat today to say why Rob called Sean Armstrong Steve Armstrong, okay? There is a Steve Armstrong out there, but it'll be interesting to see if somebody picks up on it as to why I probably called him Steve instead of Sean. Sean, I apologize for that. We're going to start here in just a second. Let me get the board ready, y'all. Just about prepared here. Put a little light on this situation. We're good now. I think we're good. Edmonton, Chicago. An attack of 4 for Edmonton. An attack of 4 for Chicago and an attack of 8 for Edmonton. So, let's see. I may not have this right. Yeah, control range is okay. So, we're good. We're good. All right. 1 to 11 for Edmonton on the red dice, and 12 to 20 for Chicago. All right. Oilers and Blackhawks. I hope you're having a great Friday morning. Early here in Virginia, 10:30, pretty early. So 9:30 Central, and if you're already in the West Coast watching this, 7:30 in the morning. Alan, if you're out there, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. You should be drinking tea by now. All right, here we go. First period. Oilers, Blackhawks. Here we go. 6 minutes go already. And that'll be a 2, so we will roll the dice. 1 to 11 for Edmonton, 12 to 20 for the Blackhawks on the red dice. That's a 4 with a 19. It will give Edmonton a legit chance. Column A. Column A, 77. Comeback surge. If the attacking team is trailing, they score. If you're tied, they get a slot chance. So Edmonton, slot chance. 46 on the slot chance. Goalie of an 8 will save it. And no save. Edmonton Oilers score. Oilers score. Goal. 1-0 Edmonton. So 1-0 Edmonton. And let's see who the goal scorer is. It'll be Leon Draisaitl. And are there any assists? I don't know. There will be one. It'll be Connor McDavid. So the assist goes to McDavid. 6 minutes into the game. All right, we're ready. 5 more minutes. That's an 8. Once again, they roll dice. 1 to 11, Edmonton. 12 to 20, Chicago. That's a 6 with a 15. Edmonton will get the advantage again. Column A. 0-7. Attack 2 scores. Hard shot in the crease. And it is Edmonton goal, 2-0. Here in Chicago, Blackhawks Stadium. Edmonton goal. Who is the goal scorer this time? 13. Once again, Leon Draisaitl. How about that? Draisaitl trying to get a natural hat trick here. He's already got 2 here in the first period. And that'll be 1. That will be an assist by Zach Hyman. But Draisaitl has 2 goals here in the first 11 minutes. One is all goes by this time, and there'll be a 12. So, 11 Edmonton, 12-20 Chicago. That's Edmonton once again. Wow. They're jumping all over these guys. 47. Attack of 10 scores. No, it's an attack of 8. It's going to be a crease chance. Crease chance gives them better than a 30% chance of scoring. 26. Goaltender of a 12-plus saves it. No. Edmonton goal, it is 3-0, folks. 3-0 Edmonton. And this is getting to be a rout. Now, does Draisaitl get the natural hat trick? No, he does not. It'll be Zach Hyman's goal. And are there any assists? There are none. Unassisted. Zach Hyman unassisted. 8 minutes left to go in this first period. 3-0 Edmonton. That's 3 minutes there. That's a 7. 1-11 Edmonton. 12-20 Chicago. That'll be Chicago, but it is defended with a 5. Column D. 30. Sliding defenseman takes one for the team. Take one hit. So Edmonton takes a hit that time. All right. Edmonton takes a hit. 5 minutes left to go in this first period. That's 4 of them right there. And that is a 5. So once again, red dice. 1-11 Edmonton. 12-20 Chicago. That's a leaner. Let's try it again. 8 and a 15. Once again, Edmonton. Wow. 12. That'll be another goal. Wow. 4-0 Edmonton. They are hitting the coals to it, as they say. 4-0. First period. Wow. What's up, Arnold? 19. So that'll be Connor McDavid's goal. Good morning. I hope all is well with you and the wife. Yes. We're doing well. We are doing well. How have you been doing yourself, Arnold? I have to stop and drink me a little water there. Whew. And I hadn't caught my breath the last couple minutes there. 1 assist. We'll give it to we'll give it to Darnell Nurse. 4-0 Edmonton. Now, anything but a 1 right here will end the period. That's a 2. And, yep, it's down. 4-0 Edmonton after 1. I mean, it's just a beat down right now. Doing well, still enjoying retirement. Excellent. How old are you now? How old are you, Arnold, if you don't mind me asking? Because you do not look old enough to retire. Arnold Hunter with me this morning. Darlene says, good morning. So 1 period of play. Didn't want to see a just beat down, but it looks like it's a beat down right now. 4-0 Oilers. That's 1 minute of play. That'll be a 16. That could be a penalty of some sort. Let's see if it is. 78 in the second period. Make a stand. Both teams did it. All right. If stamina of these either is a 7 or less, a fight occurs. Nope, no fight. 65. You do not look it, sir. You do not look it. 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a 6. So once again, red dice. Oilers 1-11. Blackhawks 12-20. That's a 13 with a 20. Is that a 13? It is. So Blackhawks have a chance. 25. Attack of 5 scores. Oh, no. Attack of 3 or 4 is a slot chance. So it's going to be a slot chance. 97, and that'll be a save. That'll be a save by Koskinen. Wow. And the shutout remains. 14 minutes left. Second period. Could have worked longer, but my knees just were too bad. Oh, I got you. I understand, my friend. I understand. 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a 1, so we go back to the red and blue dice. 1-11 Edmonton. 12-20 Chicago. That's a 4 with a 15. Edmonton will get a column A and another chance. 36. Attack of 8 will score. And it's an attack of 8. Edmonton gets a goal, 5-0. And the beat down is on, folks. 5-0 Edmonton. 09, and Draisaitl now has the hat trick. Draisaitl hat trick. No assists. It's unassisted. Hat trick. Draisaitl. And we've still got 10 minutes left to go in the second. We're only halfway through this game. 3 minutes. That's a leaner there. So we won't count that 3. We'll count that as 6. 4, 5, 6. And that's a 20. It's going to be a puck battle. 0-2. Aggression check, minor penalty, and deal a hit. Okay. So, Edmonton will be the white dice. The black dice will be the Blackhawks. We have to add 1 to the black dice. And whoever gets it will throw out a minor penalty and deal a hit. 13-9. So Edmonton takes a hit and the Blackhawks take a penalty. Chicago penalty on 93. 93 is Riley Steelman. Riley Steelman. 2 minutes for. I just purchased Stone Cold Hockey on the PC. It's great, especially for someone who doesn't know much about hockey. Oh, I will do a play along. I'll do a play along with you guys here for the next game. Okay, how about that? For anybody that would like to do it, holding. All right, and in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. The third period of this game, I'll do it where everybody can see what's going on. All right. Edmonton right now has a power play, +5. That's an 84. 84. Penalty kill this time slot and the next one. So only 2 minutes are left in the game, in the second period. And that's a 4. That will run the clock out. So Edmonton now absolutely destroying the Blackhawks 5-0 after 2. All right. Arnold brought up a good point. Everybody that has the game may not know how to play the game. So I tell you what, let's show you how to do it. Arnold, you got the PC version, you say. Okay. If you got card version, let me show you what you do. You get both your cards out. Okay, you get both your cards out. And you judge them as to what you need. The score sheet is right here. You get that printed out, and then you fill in the blanks. For instance, Oilers control. Oilers control. They're on the road, so away control is 7. Their attack, it says ATK 8. Their defense is 7. Their aggression is 4. Their power play and penalty kill. All right, so let's show you that. Their power play, Edmonton's power play, it shows right there as a 9. The penalty kill for the Blackhawks is a 4. The difference in that is 5. Okay, 9 minus a 4 is 5. So Edmonton Oilers have a +5 on their power play. Now, Chicago, let's go to the other side of the board. They are the home team. So they have home control 4, attack of 4, defense of 5, aggression of 5, and then their power play shows they have a 6. There's a 6 on their power play. And Edmonton has a 5 on their penalty kill. 6 minus 5 is a +1. Okay? Now, in order to find out the goalies that start for you, you can either roll the dice, and that's 0 to 100 right there. It doesn't matter if you want to do it, if you don't want to do it. Totally up to you. Or what I do, I always go back to who played last year. And in this game, Marc-Andre Fleury was a starter. He's the first one there listed. He was a starter for Chicago. And Mikko Koskinen for the Oilers was a starter, and you'll give him that 7 rating. And that's the way we do it. Then what we do, we have to look at the aggression points. We see that Chicago has 5 aggression points. Edmonton has 4 aggression points. We add those up. We go to this little chart right here on the power play chart, right down here, aggression, okay? Right here in the yellow, it's a yellow right here. It says puck battle threshold. Is it 9 or less? Well, it's 5 and 4, so it is 9 or less. So it'll be 15 plus. So anything 15 or more on this black dice will do a puck battle, okay? Other than that, if it's 14 or less, we let them decide by the control, okay? And that's what we do then. And then we use the 2 10-sided dice. So, all right. So what we're going to do now, first off, we have to see if this dice is 15 or more or 14 or less, right? This one right here will be our clock, okay? We got 20 minutes left to go in the third period. So let's get the clock out of the way, and then we'll do the other. So the clock says only 1 minute. This is only a 1. Oh, it'll help if I show it to you. There we go. This clock says it's only 1 minute. So we take 1 minute off the clock, it'd be 19 minutes left. This shows a 4, okay? This is a 4 right here. So that means we're going to go to this red dice right here. It's going to decide who's in charge, whether Edmonton 1 to 11 or Chicago 12 to 20. Okay? All right. That's Edmonton. That's a 4. That's a 4 right there. So Edmonton's in charge. Now, Chicago's defense is a 5. Chicago's defense is a 5. So if this dice is 5 or less, we'll play their defensive side. If not, Edmonton will get a chance. Edmonton will get a chance with column A. Okay? So let's see if it's 5 or less. This says 19. 19. So Edmonton now will get their chance. We'll use these 2 dice for column A. These 2 dice here for column A, and we'll go from there. Edmonton's attack is an 8. That's when your attack really works good if it's a low number here. 75 will go to column A, and it says comeback surge. If the attacking team is trailing, they score. Well, Edmonton is definitely not trailing. They're up 5-0 right now. So we go over to the next one. Otherwise, no shot. Okay? So it's no shot. We got 19 minutes left to go in the second period, and we're going to run some more clock. That's only 1 minute. All right. So we're down to 18 minutes. And that's a 4. Okay? That's a 4 right there. So once again, we're going to run this red dice and the blue dice. Edmonton will have control of the situation if it's 1 to 11. And Chicago will have control of the situation 12 to 20 on the red dice. There's a red dice of 18. So this is going to be Chicago's control. Now, Edmonton wants this next dice, the blue one, to be less than a 7 because that's their defensive. That's how much defense they play. If it's a 7 or less, we'll go to column D chart where Edmonton's playing defense. But if it's an 8 or more, then we'll go to column A and let Chicago attack. And it's an 11. It's an 11. So they're going to attack now. So Chicago, with their attack of 4, which is really low, it's not very good. They need a good low black number here. Let's see what happens. That's a 56. That's not real low. 56, do they have an attack of 11? No, we just said they have an attack of 4. 9 or 10? Nope. Attack of 7 or 8? No. If not, play on. So we're going to keep playing with 18 minutes left to go in the game. All right, let's see the clock first. The clock says only 1 minute to get. Oh, my gosh. We're going to run into everything possible. 17 minutes left to go. This is a 16, okay? 16 means we're going to have a puck battle sequence. That's when you go to your yellow chart. Okay, you go to this chart right here. Okay, that's the chart you're going to go to now. This is the third period, and we're simply going to roll a dice and see if something may happen. That's a 13. 1 and a 3, 13 in the third period says aggression check. Minor penalty, also deal a hit. So we'll get the white dice for Edmonton. We'll get the black dice for the Blackhawks. And since Edmonton's aggressions are 4, Chicago's aggressions are 5, we'll add 1 to the black dice. Whoever gets the aggression will deal a hit, but also get a 2-minute power. Give up a 2-minute power play. The white dice is a 1, so Edmonton is not going to. They're not going to have to worry about it. 7, we'll add 1 to it, make it 8. So a penalty on Chicago here. Down 5-1. That is not what they needed. Okay, so Chicago gets a penalty. All right. If you've got the card right here, you'll see this shows scoring right here. What's up, Allen? It shows assists right here, and this shows penalties right here. We're going to roll the dice and see who gets a penalty on them, okay? Let's see who in Chicago's team gets a penalty. And that will be an 81, and on the penalty chart, 81, that's Ryan Carpenter. Ryan Carpenter will get 2 minutes, okay? We know it's just a minor penalty. We roll this dice, they roll these dice again. All right. And that's a 64. Now, how do we find out what the penalty is? We go to the fight. We got a fight chart right there. And then beside of it, we've got penalty types. And these right here are the minor penalties right down this line. We just said 64, so I got to find 64 right there in that line. And it shows holding. 64 is holding right there. So Ryan Carpenter gets a 2-minute penalty for holding. And now Edmonton will have the power play. Okay? So we get the power play chart out. Okay? We get the power play chart out. We just said Edmonton is a +5. So they're going to be way over here. We'll roll one time. Each time is a minute. That's a 62. 62. Deflected pass. Action grinds along the boards. So a minute passes. 16 minutes left to go. 1 more minute in this power play. 70. Sliding defender blocks a shot, clears. Power play unit forced to regroup, and that is the end of the power play. Okay? So we take those out. I'll take me a sip of water. And we roll the dice again with 15 minutes left to go in the game. That's 2 minutes there. And that's a 12. So this time it's under the 15 threshold. So we're going to roll the dice. 1 to 11 Edmonton, 12 to 20 Chicago. That's a 13. That will be Chicago. Now is it 1-7? No, it's a 12. So we go to column A for Chicago now. They only have an attack of 4, so they're hoping for a low number here. 44, that's not real high. 44, attack of 10, no. Attack of 8 or 9, no. Attack of 6 or 7, no. So that just runs clock. 13 minutes left. That's 5 minutes off the clock. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that's 5 minutes there, and that's a 6. So once again, we go to the red dice. 1-11, Edmonton. 12-20, Chicago. That's a 4, but that's a leaner. So once that's a leaner, it does not count. We go again. What's up, Allen? It's an 11. Edmonton, 1-11, but it's a 1. So it is played defensively by Chicago. So we go to column D. Edmonton's offense, Chicago is defense. 92. Is it defending stamina 7+? It's 9. Chicago's defense is really good. No shot. And so no chance there. All right. We have 8 minutes left, okay? Now, once we get down to the 2-minute mark, then we're going to be playing 20-second segments. But right now, even a 6 will be fine. That's a 2. That gets us to 6 minutes. Oh, yep, it did. And that's a 3. So once again, red dice 1-11, Edmonton, 12-20, Chicago. Whoop. Let's try it again. There we go. 20 is Chicago. I see the 20. Now, I don't know what number this is. 17, Chicago now will have a chance to break the shutout. Column A for Chicago. 38. Attack of 9. Nope. They give an attack of 4. 7 or 8. Nope. 5 or 6. No. So we keep going. Now, if this dice is a 5 or a 6, it's going to immediately take us to the 2-minute mark. It's a 5. So we just run clock down to 2 minutes now. Now, what we do, a 1 or a 2 on here is 20 seconds. A 3 or a 4 is 40 seconds. And a 5 or a 6 will be a minute. We only have 2 minutes left to go in this game. So we could have as many as 6 actions, could have as few as 2. So that's a 3. That's going to be 40 seconds. And that's a 4. So the 3 right here takes care of 40 seconds. The 4 right here means we go back to the red dice. Red dice, 1-11. 1-11 is Edmonton. 12-20 is Chicago. That's an 11. That's Edmonton. 15 means it's no defense. Edmonton could make this a 6-0 game, folks. This could get bad in a hurry. 64, attack of 12, attack of 10 or 11, attack of 8 or 9. 8 is a slot chance. 0-0 is a goal all day. So Edmonton goal. Wow. And they have made it 6-0 Edmonton. No power play, but it was double zeros. 20 will be Connor McDavid. And are there any assists? There are 2. We will give the assists to Hyman and Evander Kane with 1:20 left to go. That's 2, so it's only 20 seconds with an 18. This could draw a penalty or something. We'll see. Puck battle. 38. Minor penalty on the visiting team. Home team will take a hit. So what we do now is we will see who the penalty is on. Edmonton penalty. 2 minutes. 99. Cook. 2 minutes for, I don't know, 48. Interference. And they're only going to get one roll of the dice to try to see if they can do something here. Because we know already the last minute of play takes a whole minute. So here goes the Blackhawks at a +1 power play, trying to get one on the board. 23. It's going to be a crease chance for Chicago. Can they get out of the shutout situation? Creased. 79. No, it's a save. It is a save by Koskinen, and they hold on to the shutout. Edmonton, 6-0 win. A 6-0 win. That was something there. Boy, oh boy, they beat up on the Blackhawks there. Want to welcome everybody into chat that's here this morning. Alan Shaw, Arnold Hunter. Alan likes to come on the show once in a while with us. Arnold's come on with us before. Let's invite both of these guys in here with us and see if they'd like to come talk to us and tell us what happened in the world. How about that? Like I say, Sean Armstrong last night. Wanted to definitely thank you for coming in with us. We don't get new guys every day, not at all. So anytime we get new folks in here, we enjoy it. A lot of fun. May have to get me some more water in a minute. All right, let's send this to Alan. And Arnold. We'll invite both guys in. Perfect. Last night's football game, 24-10. Not a lot of action to it. It played under the total. The Bills did easily cover, though. They easily covered it to 5.5 points and winning by 14 in New England. New England looks like they're kind of a shell of themselves from last year. They're not as good as they have been. And of course, last night we decided to get the cards out, and it was like a lot of people said, "What's the size of those cards, Rob?" And I didn't, I thought they were like 5-6 inches. No, they are 8 inches long. That's a lot of paper. And they're 5 by 8. They're 5 by 8. I mean, that's a nice size photo, boys and girls. That's 5 inches almost. Yeah. It's crazy. But they're a nice size card. I mean, you can read this pretty easily. Not tremendously hard to read. Get a little light on the situation like that. You can read that. It's a very easy game to play. Yeah, Arnold, it's not bad at all. Not at all. And I got my replay going of the Oilers, and that was the 55th game. So we'll get to 84 before you know it, or 82, whatever it is. We'll get to that before you know it. It'll be crazy. Got my invites out, sent out. We'll hear some beeps in a minute. Rob, did you take advantage of any of the Christmas sales? I did not. I've got enough. I've got enough games right now to hold me down and keep me going. The hobbyist. What's going on, hobbyist? We had a new guy come in last night, Sean Armstrong. We haven't had the hobbyist come on with us yet. We need to. Hobbyist, when you're going to come on live with us. A nice Friday morning. How about a nice Friday morning? Edmonton wins this game 55, 6-0 over Chicago. Chicago didn't show up, guys. 32, 19, and 4. Low pressure on Friday mornings. You come on with Rob, you have your cup of coffee. You say, "What's going on, Rob?" And Rob goes, "I'm doing pretty good." Gets his old man treatment. You get the old man treatment if you come in here. 6-0 Edmonton over 6-0 Edmonton over Chicago. Let's see. I can go through the points with you. Draisaitl got a hat trick in this game. I get somebody to help me co-host here if I can, and then I can go through some of the scores and stuff and drink my water while I do that too. So I'll clue you guys in as to how the scoring went. But yes, Leon. This is from last year too. It's last year's team, 2021-22. That's Edmonton. And they won 49, lost 27, and overtime loss is 6. And right now, my replay, they are 32, 19, and 4. So I don't know if they're really ahead of their schedule, behind schedule. I don't know. They got to win 17 games and only lose 8. So we'll see what they can do. That's a football score. Yeah, 6-0 it is. You're right. Yeah, 6-0. But like I say, I've got all the sheets. Hey, check it out. All 50 score sheets. All 53, 54 at the time. Now 55. But I've got them all. Okay. Game 25. Game 32. Game 7. See? So I've got it all here. So I can look it over before the playoffs start. Goals for, goals against, plus minuses. Really, you can't go with plus minuses because you don't know who's on the ice at the time of a goal score. You kind of get the idea that penalty killers are on the ice during a penalty kill, and we've not had one shorthanded goal scored against us. We've scored one, but we haven't had one scored against us yet. So that hasn't happened. That hasn't happened. Sunny Virginia morning here. Sunny Virginia morning. Anybody coming in here with me? I was hoping so. Yeah. Need some help this morning. As I say, need the support group around me today. See if a hobbyist has ever emailed me before. If you have, I'm going to email you back and send you an invite. I don't think he's ever emailed me, though, he or she. No, never gotten an email from the hobbyist. Arnold Hunter. I'll send Arnold one. I'll send Alan one more. All right. Yeah. No, you haven't emailed me. If you ever email me, I can send you an invitation, and then you can pop right in here. And it doesn't cost anybody anything. Yeah. You should definitely join me. Good time too when all the jabronis are not here. Alan's working for another 30 minutes. Alan can work and talk too at the same time. What's up, Dwayne? Yeah, 6-0 Edmonton over the Blackhawks. After one period, it was 4-0. And then they put one in the second period and then one in the third period. The weird part is they had 2 or 3 power play chances and didn't score nothing. Didn't score anything in the power play. It's crazy. It was scored at equal strength. 6-0 Edmonton. So they really, really put it to them pretty good there. Dwayne, when you going to get another YRL race going? Here's Alan. Here comes Alan. There he is. He's busy at work today, guys.
Hi, guys.
Busy working, Alan?
Yeah, another 20 minutes to go.
Friday afternoon blues. The Friday afternoon blues, you taking it easy or are you really busting a hump in the last 20 minutes?
Well, I've done a lot this today, so.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alan might need your help making a mat for Let's Play Tennis, says Dwayne.
Yeah, just let me know what it needs to look like.
Yeah. Have you been playing have you got to tennis, Alan?
No.
No, you're a tennis man.
Nah. Hi, hobbyist.
All right. I'm trying to get the hobbyists to give us an email and come in here.
Yeah. I would say in the chat, I actually looked at getting this, but $20 for a PDF, it's a lot of money.
Yeah. And then you only season one says it. Let me go on here. Wayne wants to come in, he can. We had a new person in chat last night, Alan.
All right. What's that?
We met a new friend. Sean. What was his name? Armstrong. Sean Armstrong. Yeah. He's from Iowa.
Right.
Alan.
Oh, well,
very
I won't
nice
hold it against him.
Mm-hmm.
Is it heaven?
We'll hold Iowa against.
No,
Is
it's
it
Iowa.
what?
Is it heaven? Am I
Iowa,
in heaven?
Yeah.
No, you're in Iowa. Do you not know that film? You must know the film. You don't know the film? Am I in heaven? No, you're in Iowa. Come on, somebody must know that film.
Oh, is it that old baseball movie, Field of Dreams?
That's the one.
I ain't watching that. I ain't watching that.
Good film.
No. Yeah. No, thank you. Nah. No. Who played in that? Was that Kevin Costner?
Costner, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the black guy in it? Really, he's really good. Chubby bloke.
Chubby bloke.
Yeah, he played the big boss in Hunt for Red October.
I ain't never seen that either.
Yeah.
I don't watch
Never
movies.
hear. Coloured fella. Oh, what's his name? Not Morgan Freeman, the other one.
Not Morgan Freeman.
No,
Freeman.
the other one. I could look it up, but I don't want to.
Now, we're gonna think of it.
What's his name? Oh. I can see him.
He's trying to think. Not Darth Vader. No. James Earl Jones? Not James Earl Jones. Not James Earl. Oh, he's the voice in Field of Dreams. James Earl Jones is.
No, he's the author. He plays the writer. I can't think of his name. I don't even know what James Earl Jones looks like. It might be him. Let me just have a look.
See, I thought you was talking about this other guy.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Who was that? I was thinking.
Ooh, ooh.
The hobbyist got it. He got it. He got it. I didn't know. I'd never seen 1 minute of the movie, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. I thought you was talking about this Fishburne.
Who plays the doctor?
Lawrence Fishburne is who I thought maybe you were talking about. Yeah. Lawrence Fishburne. Who plays what?
Who plays the doctor? Oh, very famous actor.
Who plays the doctor? I don't know.
Is it Charlton Heston?
You got me. I don't have any damn idea.
I think it's Charlton Heston. I'm going to have to look that up.
Maybe it's Don Heston.
Could be.
Oh, yeah. Not Charlton Heston, but Don Heston.
Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster. Oh, okay. Yeah. Burt Lancaster. He was good. He
was
no. Burt Lancaster couldn't be still living. He'd be 105 or more. I don't think he's still living. Let me look and see. I don't think he's still living. Let me look and see. Let me look and see. I'm pretty sure he's not still living. He was a good actor, though. Yeah. Burt Lancaster. So he passed away in 94, Alan. He's been passed away for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 28. He was a good actor. Born in 1913. So 94. Dwayne hadn't got an email yet. Let me send another email out to him. Burton Stephen Lamb. So he actually went his.
You're breaking up.
He had 5 kids. He had some good movies, man. He really did have some good movies.
They were a good actor.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Same way with the guy that was from over in England. They got to play Bo Maverick. What was his name? Sir. All right, hobbyist, you have a good one too. My favorite baseball movie is 61. Oh, okay.
Never heard of it.
I've never. Have you seen it, Alan?
No, never heard of it.
It's the one about Roger Maris.
All right.
Yeah. Who played Bo Maverick?
Well, Cary Grant, wasn't it?
Roger Moore. Roger Moore,
Yeah,
Sir
yeah.
Roger Moore. Yeah.
Good actor.
He was. Very good. He was from over in your side of the pond.
Yeah.
Very.
Cary Grant?
Was Cary Grant from England?
Yeah. Bristol, I think he was from. From where Paul Gobier comes from.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bristol, England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the Govemeister is. Well, he's from.
I wonder when he moved over. He moved to Hollywood in the early 30s, 1930s. So Cary Grant was almost 30 years old before he was born in 1904. How about that?
Oh, Cary Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And died. He died in 1986. 82 years old. Comes Dwayne. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. What's up, Dwayne? Yeah.
Games you're doing, Alan, is that from play.com or did you make them up?
Say that again?
The college games you're doing, is that
it's the set that I got on Black Friday.
Cool. I thought that's what it was. College Bound or something like that was called?
Yeah. I'd have to have a look.
Yeah. It was what, 30-some teams, something like that?
No, 16.
16? I thought it was 32.
No, 16.
What are you eating, Dwayne?
Beef stick.
I can't eat those things.
Oh, really? It's like a Slim Jim. It's from a meat
I know
market.
it's called about. I can't do nothing with them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do nothing with that. What's that other dried up stuff like bacon?
You don't like
beef jerky?
Beef jerky. Beef jerky.
It's like chewing leather, isn't it?
You like it, Alan?
Not overly.
No, I can't do nothing with beef jerky. You like beef jerky, Dwayne?
Not really.
Do you like it?
Do you like bologna?
No.
You don't like that either?
No, how about you, Dwayne?
Because I got 3 sticks of bologna from that same meat market.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Alan? Do you like bologna?
No.
No,
that's like it's like a soft sausage, isn't it?
Kinda,
yeah. What I'm talking about, yeah. But
like
you slice it up.
Yeah.
I eat it with cheese and crackers.
I can't do it. No.
Christmas cake and cheese. That's the thing.
Christmas cake and cheese.
What's that?
The fruit cake.
He called it Christmas cake and cheese.
You know the fruit cake that you get at Christmas with the icing on, the Christmas cakes? Don't tell me you don't have Christmas cakes.
Dude, I don't do fruit cake.
Piece of Christmas cake with, so you got the fruit cake, the marzipan and the icing, and a slice of, and a square of cheddar. Good Yorkshire stuff.
You like fruitcake, Dwayne?
No, fruitcake. I thought in America was like when they didn't like you, they brought you the fruitcake.
They called you a fruitcake.
They call you a fruitcake.
My mom and dad goes buys that stuff. It's got the little hard pieces of candy, and you cut into it. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, truthfully, like I say, I always thought it was a joke when people gave it to you around here.
Oh, no.
You really like it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Let me get me a glass of water here real quick. 6-0 Oilers. I'll update you guys as to the scoring, but Draisaitl did get a hat trick in this game. I'll be right back.
So you just playing the bowl games that comes with it, Alan?
Yeah, I'm playing
set up.
Playing the 8 games, and they'll decide who's going to be in the national championship.
Cool. You televising all of them?
Probably.
Good. Yeah, I watched it last night. It was late. It's probably around 11:30, 12 o'clock when I was watching.
It's a long. It's not so bad. I mean, an hour and 15 minutes that last one for the second half.
No, not for a football game. An hour and a half. That's a good time for a football game, especially full play like that.
Yeah, most of it is taken up with talking. So.
Right. Yeah.
Now, this is something you don't have to beg me.
I was surprised you didn't use your scoreboard though, but you did put it at the bottom of the screen.
I had the thing on the bottom, so
yeah, the ticker. Yeah, so it worked out.
What's he eating?
Oh no, what was it?
Whitman sampler.
Is that chocolate?
That's something that you do at the doctor's. We need to do a Whitman sampler.
Yeah, that's a chocolate that you buy.
Did you hear what Alan said?
Yeah, I did.
That's something you do at the doctor. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. So you've never heard of those, Alan?
No.
Oh, that's a high priced candy, brother, ain't it?
Yeah, especially at this time of year.
Yeah, it ain't cheap, bro. No.
Yeah.
So, Alan, 7 minutes into the game. No, I'm sorry. 6 minutes into the game, Leon Draisaitl scores with Connor McDavid assist 1-0 Edmonton. And 6 minutes later, Draisaitl scores again. Zach Hyman assists 2-0 Edmonton. A minute later, Zach Hyman scores unassisted, and we go 3-0 Edmonton. But they're not done yet. 19 minutes into the game, Connor McDavid scores, assisted by Darnell Nurse. And after one period of play, the Edmonton Oilers led the Blackhawks 4-0. And they didn't.
I was watching. Did you ever change goalies?
I did not. I guess I could have.
I was wondering. I didn't hear you say. I didn't know if you did or not.
No, I didn't change goalies. I could have done that. Never thought about it. I should have after the first period. Just been like, okay, but in real on here.
Oh, it don't get no better.
Oh no, 6-6. So they probably would have been. Yeah, they probably would have been eating more pucks. I don't know. So 9 minutes into the second period, Draisaitl gets his third, so a hat trick unassisted, and Edmonton goes up 5-0. And then with only a minute 20 seconds left, so it's 18:40. Is that right? Yeah, 18:40 into the third period, Connor McDavid scores his first goal, assisted by Hyman and Kane, and the Oilers win this game 6-0. So,
though I've done that crazy stuff like that and bring in the backup, and then the dice change, and it makes it look like you're a genius.
And they never give up nothing.
Yeah, it makes you look like a genius. It is crazy how the dice works sometimes like that.
Yeah. Now, do you have this game?
No, Rob. I'm big into stats when I play games, and you don't get much stats. That's why I said I keep saying it all the time. I'm surprised you're into it. You know what I'm saying?
I like it pretty good. I wish it had more. I wish it had the passing and stuff like that. But it does. Like I say, it does have an assist rating on there. Assist rating on the cards.
But like me and who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to a guy named Ben. He has it, and I noticed what you're doing too is different, because if you roll that on there, you could have your number one line score and your number three line or four line be the assist. That don't make no sense. So
I try to line up. That's why.
Because I told him I suggested is
I just do this, and then if they're assists, I either try to get the top line defenseman or the top line.
Well, what I suggested to him doing is rolling dice. Say like the center scores, roll a dice to see if the left wing, right wing, or defenseman is the assist, and then picking one of them that would be on that line with them instead of picking a person, pick a position.
Yeah, you could go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and if it's a 5 or a 6, there's no assist.
Right, exactly. Yep.
So left defense, right defense, whatever the forward is.
Oh, and by the way, I like your idea with doubles in that tennis.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Because, like
if
I
you let me
say,
know what you want on the mat,
it wouldn't hurt the game at all. It would fit right into the game.
Yeah, if you let me know what you want on the mat, I'll create it.
Yeah, I'll probably just send you a picture of what he's got. It's fine. About the only thing he doesn't have on there is if you're using I use the scoreboard. The only thing he doesn't have on the mat that I would add is he doesn't have sets. So if you're playing more than a one set match, he doesn't have where you can keep the score how many sets somebody's won.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah, but other than that, the board he has is simple and nice. I just prefer that scoreboard app that you use because it shows up real nice on the screen, I think, compared to the white.
Do you have that on your phone?
Stuff. Yeah, that app Alan uses.
Do you have
that? Is a great app. Yeah, it has everything.
Yeah,
I'm surprised anything it doesn't have it irritates me. It doesn't have bowling because I was going to use that for bowling.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have it. That's why I got to flip back and forth with the screen on the bowling. Because I thought that'd be real nice if it had bowling on it.
There'll be one somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know how well it would show up on the phone. Because I think it might take up too much room. You wouldn't be able to see all 10 frames. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just try to switch back and forth from the screen. I have to get Rob on there and help me out like I helped him out. I made it nice having 2 screens. Yeah, because the worst part is I can do 2 screens on my own, but then I can't see it. The only thing I'm seeing is the darn score. I'm not seeing when the roll. If I move stuff and it gets out of frame, I can't see the chat.
And that's a good thing about StreamYard. If you only have one camera hooked to one computer, you can invite people in, and if they assist you and help you out, you can be like, okay, you can throw my ass up in the top corner up there,
right?
You know,
that's what we did with you and me. Just split the screen.
We need to throw his ass up in that corner. He deserves it.
You two, I keep saying it. When are you guys going to get that Ryder Cup going?
And how was your Thanksgiving, Alan? We don't celebrate it here.
What Thanksgiving?
Now we escaped. We escaped.
Thanksgiving?
We escaped, you crazy
asshole. Is that some namby-pamby American reason to have some time off work, you lazy buggers?
What did you guys just have something where you set off a bunch of fireworks because they didn't burn?
Bonfire night, yeah. Oh, there's
what's it called?
That. Bonfire night.
Bonfire night because they didn't burn Parliament down.
Yeah, there's history behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, they celebrate not doing something. Sorry, Alan. I got to aggravate you now. Yeah, they celebrate not doing something instead of doing something, Rob.
I called him on tape about 2 weeks ago. I asked him, I said, would you like to move back here? He said, oh, yeah. If he
you got it on video?
Would you say that?
Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah, he said.
I didn't realize you guys didn't have seasons over there, Alan.
No, because we get them all every frigging day. We get
I really didn't know that because I didn't think you guys was that far north that it made that much of a difference. I thought you guys was more in the longitude area like we was, where you got seasons.
Cold today.
I don't think they get much 90 degrees.
And then of course I guess the ocean breeze changes too with that.
They got some hot weather though in the summer though, didn't you, Alan?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we got up to about 36, 37.
So that's 90 degrees.
Yeah, and you guys don't have air conditioning. The hell with that. No. I don't know how you handle that.
We're men.
What did he say?
We're men. So they don't sleep at night for 3 or 4 days if that happens, and they bitch. That's what they do. I hit the button and say, I'm getting some sleep tonight.
We're the kind of people that...
If it's 70
degrees in your bedroom.
Hell no. If it's 75 in my house, I can't sleep. It's
damn right. I turn it down to 67 at nighttime.
I turn it down to 62.
Do you? Damn. I got to tell guys at work about you. They think I'm crazy.
62. I wake up in the morning time, and the floor's good and cold. I go in there, go to the bathroom. As soon as I do that, I walk right over to the thing, go 64. I do that. Go in there and turn I'll get a little space heater we got in the living room.
What kind of heat do you have?
We've got electric with propane.
Oh, okay. See, I got natural gas. That's great.
Yeah, it's so clean. I'm glad I ain't got that damn oil. My mom and them had oil shit.
Right.
Whew, I hated that smell.
I used to have total electric. I like that because you could regulate each room, but it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It is. Ours, shit, man, we can get through it a month. We don't ever pay $100 a month in electric here.
Mine, I'm on a budget, so summertime I don't get the big bill for the electric, and I don't get a big bill for the gas.
Monthly for gas and electric.
What do you pay?
£600.
That's around $700.
£600. 600 pounds is about a quarter of a ton, so that's about $58.
I wished.
Yeah, isn't it about 700?
Yeah, it's about $700.
Woo!
£600 a month.
Darn, and we bitch over here.
Well, hey, Dwayne, let me give you a capper right here. If you go buy fuel for your car, Alan, how much is it a liter?
It's dropped now. It's down to £1.60.
£1.60. All right, that's a liter, dude.
Yeah.
Now, how many? Let's see. Watch this. Dwayne's gonna flip in a minute when he hears this shit. How many liters in a gallon? 3.7. All right. So 3.785. Hold on for a second. Let me write that down. 3.785.
We're playing.
All right. And now pound to a dollar. Let's see. Let's see how much a pound is. How much a pound compared to the dollar? So a dollar is 123. All right. So let's do this.
They're paying under $1 for gas.
Oh, you wish.
Hell no, they're paying like $8 a gallon, dude.
Oh, I'm going to do it around.
He's paying £1, which is $1.20 for $1.23.
Right.
For
So if you times 162 by 123, that's how much it is in dollars for a liter.
What is it, Alan?
So it's 162 times 123. Did you say?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's the price of a liter, and then multiply that by 3 point something.
Something. Gotcha. I was doing it the other way around. I was dividing it by 3.
He was paying 9 something, Dwayne. Last time I talked to him, 9 something a gallon.
$9.
No wonder you guys use public transportation.
But that's shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was wondering why y'all use so much public transportation. Well, what? Now, you got British Petroleum. They're not really British Petroleum?
No, how the hell, dude?
Oh, okay. Because I figured that's what would help you with gas prices would be British Petroleum. Now, does your government regulate the gas prices, Alan, or is it the free market determines it? Free market? Yeah. Yeah, we're still paying $3.49 around this area. What's it down there?
$2.90, no, $2.80, $2.80 something.
That ain't bad, but it's still about $1 more than what you was paying a year ago.
Yeah, but if you drive down 81 all the way down there right into Virginia, it's a lot cheaper too. Right there, you know.
You guys used to be a lot cheaper, but you guys raised your taxes on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing over here, Alan, with gas prices is our taxes on it. The gas itself ain't that expensive. It's the damn state and federal taxes.
It's about 72, 73% of it is tax.
Yep. Same over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, most gas stations and markets and all don't make much money on gas because, like I say, if they tried to make a profit on it, it'd be outrageous.
Brad,
because of all the taxes.
what you do over there, when we were over there, I don't know if you still do it, but what you do over there is, if you're coming up to a public holiday, like Thanksgiving, all of a sudden the petrol price, the gas prices used to go.
Oh, heck yeah. Labor Day, that's when it goes up big time.
Not allowed to do
Memorial
that over
Day.
here.
Memorial Day, getting ready for summer. They really crank it up for that. And then it stays summertime. It stays up the whole summer because of people traveling. Yeah. Between January and February, it goes down a little bit because not people out. That was the best thing though with COVID. Nobody driving, gas prices plummeted.
Yeah, making up for it now, though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. What irritates me is you see their net profits. These gas companies, Alan. I mean, you're talking tens of billions of dollars, and that's net profit. That ain't gross. That is ridiculous. I believe in everybody making a buck off of their product, but that's nuts. And that's why you get to have the World Cup in a small country no bigger than freaking like Rhode Island.
little dinky ass place. And
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we want all this money. Yeah, I guess you do want all that money.
I bet Budweiser aren't happy, are they?
Nah, 48 hours before the freaking tournament starts, they find out that they ain't going to be able to go. Yeah, that was nuts.
Budweiser backed out of it.
No, they refused to have beer sales 48 hours before the World Cup after they said they was going to allow it. They reneged on a lot of shit right before. Too late to pull out now and say, hey, we'll take it over to England or America 48 hours before the damn thing starts.
So they decided not to sponsor it. I mean, they didn't.
Oh, they sponsored.
They pulled their commercials.
Right.
They sponsored it and gave them money, but they're not allowed to sell the product over there.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll learn from that one. They'll learn from that shit.
No, they didn't care. They got their money too. That's the sad part.
We got to half past. Oh gosh. Should have finished work now. Time for me to call it a day, I think.
Poland right now, $5.33 a gallon.
Darn.
Yeah, it's a long bloody way to go to get it for $5.
Denmark, $8.23 a gallon. France, $6.47.
Cheese eating surrenderers.
Ireland, $6.82.
Well, how much does Paul pay up north, like where he lives at, Alan? I'm sure it's more, ain't it?
As it should be.
As it should be.
Yeah. Sweden, $8.10 a gallon.
Because, I mean, that's how it is over here. The further you are to wherever it's produced, it costs you more.
Right. If you're in Texas, you get it for a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
How's it going, Keith?
Keith's working.
Okay, I'm just going to be a couple of minutes, guys.
All right, Al.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this country, they would have a ride if they did that. As much as people love to drive. That's one thing over there in Europe and all that. They're used to public transportation.
And he's like, hell no. He likes to drive if he's going anywhere. He don't like riding a bus.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't want to either.
Yeah.
I ain't rode a bus. I ain't rode a city bus in 40 years.
I've taken the
hell no.
subway into DC, parked there at Shady Grove.
Yeah. Now, how far is it from where you're at to get to a subway?
To get to Shady Grove to go into DC, it's about 20 minutes, I guess, 20 to 30 minutes, and then another 30 minutes to take the subway in, and then you don't have to worry about parking and shit. That's the main reason.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Especially if you're going to the Caps.
That's pretty clean train too, isn't it?
Yes, and like I say, it's a straight shot. You get on Shady Grove, and it can take you straight to the Capitol Center or whatever they call it now, and you literally get off the terminal or whatever you want to call it there, and you go up the Upstairs in the arenas right to your left. Can't beat it.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, you're not
Like
walking.
if you go
You're not even walking a block.
Like if you go to watch Capitals play.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you probably didn't watch last night's game. I watched it after everything we've done last night.
Football game. I watched the end of it.
Yeah, soccer. I mean, a hockey game. Capitals in the
football game.
Caps in the Kraken. No, I didn't get the football game. I ain't paying that whatever it costs to get that.
See, I get Prime because of Amazon. Saves me on shipping.
Never have messed with Amazon. So
didn't you? I don't like it, but I like it. I don't like that they can dominate the market, but I like that I don't have to go out of the house and shop. I hate shopping, Rob.
Never have used Amazon in my life. Now I know my brother does. He does his shopping at Walmart online and then has them bring it out to the car. I'm like, ain't no way. Yeah. I ain't doing that shit. I want to go in and pick.
First year I ever used it, my daughter did a list of stuff for the grandkids on there. And I could have took the list and went to a store and got it. But hell, like 2 days after I clicked on the button, I was getting it at the house. I'm like, this fucking is awesome. But again, I don't like that they dominate the market.
Keith asked, why did last night's video get so many views? We went over 100 views already right there with that
Did you really?
Video. It was because of you, Keith. Are you kidding? Oh, my God. They were glued to the set after they saw Keith.
Yeah.
Keith is not a drinker. Keith may have drank a beer or two when he was here, but I was wondering if he's taking a nip or two last night. When he was out. Hey, I'm going to be back. Me and the cats are going to go do something for a second. He was like,
well, maybe he should start drinking and calm him down.
Whatever the hell he was doing, keep going. Keep doing it. Don't slow down. Oh, man. He's a trip.
Yeah. Did that Sean ever get back with you?
He contacted me and told me, he said he lost his contact last night because of
internet.
No, because of his battery on his phone.
Oh, gotcha.
So I sent him an email, and I told him he could come on here if he'd like to.
Yeah, seems like a hell of a nice guy.
He does. Seems like a real nice guy. Yeah. He was from Iowa.
But we don't hold that against him.
Don't hold that against him. Out in the heartland.
But
where did you live at, Alan? And you lived in St. Louis, and where else?
No, just St. Louis.
Just St. Louis?
State of misery.
The show me state.
What did he say?
Loved it.
State of misery. Show me state.
If you were going to move back over here, Alan, where would you want to live? I mean, if you two or three spots, 2 or 3 places, it'd be like, okay, this would not be bad. This might not be too bad. Would you want, number one, would you want snow or would you not want snow?
I don't care. So,
do you want it
St.
hot?
Louis would be my first place because I know it.
Really? Oh, okay.
Right.
Although I know it. 20 years ago, I knew it.
Perhaps it's
not.
I've seen it. I wasn't going to say it. He's going to try to get us stirred up again.
Oh, yeah. He's only bloody grooming again.
Oh, yeah. He got into that. I mean, Alan, this was if I'm lying, Dwayne's sitting right there beside of him. He actually asked, when the inmates take a shower, are they naked or how do they come in it? I'm not lying. Then Dwayne, they don't take their clothes.
What's wrong with that guy?
Something wrong with that guy.
Yeah, he says. I said that they shower together, and he says, "Are they naked?" I said, "Hell if I know. I don't fucking stare at them." And he says, "Well, aren't you supposed to watch them?" I said, "Yeah, you do rounds every 30 minutes, but you don't stand there at the damn shower area and stare in there at them. You look in, make sure nobody's getting killed, and you keep
having
walking."
A good laugh.
Damn, Keith.
Yeah.
And then Keith wants me to find out if the freaking inmates with breasts have hair on their chest. I mean,
He was asking Dwayne that if they go through sex changes and they're guys and they're becoming girls or women or whatever, do they let them have breasts? What they call them, peels or whatever? And then
he wanted to know if they had hair.
They had hair on them. And I was like,
He was
Okay,
asking
Keith.
if the medicine they made him grow more hair. I'm like, no, it does the opposite. It makes him grow less hair. he was cracking me up.
Keith was tripping last night. I ain't lying.
Of course, we had Ken
what?
Castro in there in the chat
Oh,
just
yeah.
egging him on.
Ken was egging him on. So was Sean D. Sean D was in there for a while.
Yeah, he was egging him on too.
What, Horace?
Horace.
Oh, yeah, Horace. Oh me. Now is your football team playing this week, Alan?
Yeah, Derby County.
Oh,
No, I ain't talking about
didn't
that.
stop playing because of World Cup.
I'm talking
proper
about.
football.
Now I'm talking about your college team. Your the big one.
Oh, Incarnate Word.
Incarnate Word, yeah.
Could well be.
Who is it?
Incarnate Word. That's his football team.
My boy.
At halftime they play Scrabble. Scrabble match at halftime. And yeah. We always look up Wagner too. The Power Painters are from Wagner.
Oh,
Power
Wagner.
Painters. And then he likes Wofford.
Woofers.
The Woofers. The Woofers. He said they got a bulldog. He said they got to be the Woofers. The Woofers of Wofford.
What you got planned for the weekend, Alan?
Tomorrow we're going to be watching the Sheffield Wednesday game, and then on Sunday we're off to visit Joe's mum and dad's graves.
Oh,
okay. How far?
You do that for Christmas?
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half drive away.
Yeah, we got to do that around here. I got to get with my hands. I wanted to do it this week.
Meet up with the sister, have lunch, and then come back.
Oh, okay.
How many cemeteries do you have to go to?
They're all in the same one. There's 4 people.
Oh, that makes it easy for you. Yeah, I got to go to like
Joe?
3 or 4 different cemeteries around here.
How you doing, Joe?
Is that the dog?
No, Joe is his wife.
Oh, I thought it was the dog. You was talking to, trying to get the dog started.
How you doing that? No, Joe's not the dog.
She's not up here today.
She's not there today?
No, she's downstairs. This is Tessa.
Oh, Tessa, that's one.
This is my little girl.
What breed's that?
It's a mini schnauzer.
Yeah, we had one. They're beautiful, but they cost money to keep groomed, don't they?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Well, they go next week, and for the 2 of them, it'll be just over £70.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Do you have papers for him, Alan?
Say again?
Do you have papers?
For this one, for her, yes.
Yeah, we had papers. He went the whole way back. You could trace his ancestors back to France. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Then we had a Pekingese. You could trace his ancestors the whole way back to China.
Yeah. Her real name is Luggybrook Silver Contessa.
Yeah, their names are huge. His was Max the Million, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. Of course, I just called him Max. But yeah, they got hellacious big names because you use the father, the mother, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, their names get huge.
Kind of like you do with horses.
Right. Yeah, but there's no limit. Like a horse, the name has to be so small. Yeah. That's why they don't have spaces and stuff in their names and all. But a dog,
that's why they call them whatever they call them when they race. A lot of times they have like nicknames.
Yeah, or they'll misspell the name just to make sure it fits in there, and you just get the sound right. Yeah.
We had a footballer, a couple of footballers over here that bought into horses, and they wanted to call their first horse a horse.
The what?
Okay.
When they were
John
racing,
Wayne type horse, dog. I like it.
When they were racing on TV, the commentator would have to go, and in the lead is a horse, and blah 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 blah.
Right. I think it's awesome. Just like John Wayne, he called his horse, his dog, dog. I always loved doing that.
And then there's a second one, and they wanted to call it another horse. The jockey club wouldn't allow it.
They wouldn't allow it all. They had no sense of humor. Yeah. Talking about horses, have you heard from Travis? Haven't heard from him in months.
You know what? I text him once in a while and says, I hope to make it. Oh, Tesla's getting upset.
Oh, it's getting time for their dinner.
Ah.
So just to let you know, Dwayne, the next game is the Iowa A&I Barnstormers
I like that name.
against the California Pacific Leatherbacks.
The Leatherbacks.
Yeah. That'll be game 3, and that's the Sackway Food Mega Bowl in Chicago.
Sackway Food Mega Bowl.
What's the biggest? What's the 4 big bowl games that he has named?
Well, the first one was the Lit Energy Drink Nitro Bowl, which was the number 1 seed that got beat.
Okay.
Then yesterday was the Hub Light Pacific Bowl, which was between 2 and 8. This Sackway Food Mega Bowl is between 5 and 6.
Okay.
And then they've got the Lone Star Financial Astro Bowl. Guess where that is?
It's probably not in Houston.
It is.
Oh, is it? I figured it wasn't be in Houston. It was going to be a trick.
And the number 3 seed is the Texas Houston Gulf Hawks. So I assume their own field. And they're playing number 15, Arizona Desert University Zolos.
Well, that does happen some in bowl games. They try to get a local team to get better attendance.
Pick tickets.
Then we have, see if you can guess where this next one is. It's the Altitude Bowl presented by Eversports Outdoors.
Colorado.
I'm sure it's up there in Colorado for him, man.
It's in Denver.
Yeah.
Denver, yeah. Colorado.
Number 7 Mississippi Tech Tricksters against the number 12 West Kansas Trail Bosses. Then we've got
that. West Texas. I mean West Kansas.
I'm going to be American here. I'm going to be American here.
You're going to be what?
I'm going to
He's
be
going to be an
American.
American now. He's switching nationalities.
The Onyx Bowl presented by A to Z Auto Parts in San Diego. Number 10 California University. They don't even have a bloody nickname. They must have.
The nobodies. Nobodies.
Kansas City, we hate you. We've got to have a name.
Maybe it's called to clean up an.
Yes, they have.
Oh, Alan. AJAX. What is that?
Ajax.
Unless you play in soccer.
Oh, Ajax.
Ajax.
Yeah. So that's because they're Dutch.
Yep.
Carolina University, sorry.
Oh, Carolina University.
Yeah.
What do they call themselves?
They're called the
tobacco men.
The Blue Heels.
The Blue Heels. Oh, my goodness.
And they are playing the Oregon Union Gliders. It's a flying squirrel, I suppose.
California, we could change them. California, the downhill. Now, the other one you said didn't have a name.
The Leathernecks.
Yeah, I got it wrong. That was Carolina University, the whatever it was I called them.
Oh, I thought you were saying California. I was going to say the downhill skiers or the downhill wreckers.
Yeah, the California was the Leathernecks.
Oh, okay.
That's like, what's his face, isn't he? Sonny Bono. Watch out for the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Darn. I like Sonny. Why'd you go there, man?
Watch out
for that tree. That's like George in the jungle. Watch out for that tree.
You imagine? That would be one hell of a way to die. If you go
Did I tell you the story about, I'll tell you another work story. We're all sitting around.
I've got 2 more balls to go, guys. Can we?
Oh, he's got 2 more.
And then we got, obviously, the National Championship. Signal Health Care Valor Bowl in Atlanta. And that is the number 9 Old Mississippi Chieftains. Don't know how they got away with that one. Against the National Naval Institute's Aquanauts. And then the final one,
Naval Institute.
Yeah,
whoa.
I think this
National
is probably
Naval Institute.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the one where everybody falls asleep, and I can understand why, because of the name of the bowl, and it is related to the Welsh, and they are boring people. Snooze In presents the Daffodil Bowl in Boston. The Maryland Union Redbirds.
What did he call us? He called us Maryland, didn't he?
Yeah, Maryland.
It's Maryland, man. He called us Maryland. I'm not from the state of Maryland. I'm from the state of Maryland.
What was it again, Alan? Maryland what?
Maryland University Redbirds.
University Redbirds.
I'm going to keep calling them Maryland just for Dwayne now.
Okay. Called me Maryland.
And they're playing. And they are the number 14 ranked college, and they're playing the number 16 ranked college. So these ain't going to the national championship. The Roynell University Rams.
Roynell Ramblers.
Rams.
Oh.
So you got the Redbirds against the Rams, which is a bit of a St. Louis connection.
Yes, it is.
Like
very good.
And then all ends up with the national championship game, which is the Rubicon Wireless Platinum Bowl in Charlotte, North Carolina.
There you go. Very good. Y'all come back, you hear?
Y'all come back to North Carolina.
And who this is?
When I'm commentating on that, it's going to take about 7 hours because it'll be.
We don't know who's playing. We don't know who's playing in that. Right?
Did you hear him? He said it's going to take him 7 hours to commentate the game.
Because they all talk so slowly.
Oh man, I love Southern talk.
Oh, I love listening.
Oh gosh, I went to Atlanta, and it took me like 5 days to meet a real Georgia peach. And she comes out, we're at a restaurant, and she says, "How y'all doing?" I said, "I'm doing a hell of a lot better now. You can just stand there and read the menu." She laughed. I said, "You're a real Georgia peach, ain't you?" She says, "Yeah, hon. I was born right here in Atlanta." I'm like, "Oh gosh."
So you don't know you ain't got down to who's playing in that game yet. Then.
Well, I know one team ain't playing, and that's the number 1 seed.
They didn't get beat.
They did get beat. Unbeaten throughout the season. And they got beat in the Lit Energy Drink Nitro Bowl game.
They got lit. That's why.
And what was the name of that team? They got lit.
The Old Alabama Maroons.
The Old Alabama Maroons.
Yeah, and they ain't going to the bowl. I can't see me picking them.
So they got beat by who was that?
They got beat by Michigan Union Knights, number 4 seed.
Michigan Union Knights. Put it to them.
Yep. So the 2 teams that currently have won are the number 2 seed Georgia Northern Roosters and the Michigan Union Knights.
That's the Northern Roosters.
Yep.
Hey, that's dark over there yet?
Alan,
is it dark there?
Darn.
Oh, that's 5 o'clock, bro.
Yeah.
It's been like that for an hour. It was like that when I.
At 5 o'clock, it'll be dark here at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Around 4:35.
Was that at 4 o'clock today?
Yeah, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock when it gets dark around here. And Maryland.
Maryland. So I suspect that right there you've got your national championship game. Because the number 3 seeds, the Texan Houston Gulf Hawks, have got 15th seed. So unless they just absolutely twat them and they're not in the game, then if it's a close game, then.
And how long does it take to play one of those games? If you just sit there and play the whole game,
if I haven't played it, probably. Oh, hello, my dear.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Joe.
She's trying out the new toilet.
The ton toilet cost a ton, didn't it?
What was the question? Oh, how long? Probably I could play a game, start to finish, if I weren't recording it. So I didn't really need to know, because normally 90% of the time you don't need to know who is the receiver until it tells you whether you've got to know what these numbers are. So because
it's about 2 hours. Could you play it 2 hours?
He plays it an hour and a half even.
I reckon an hour and a half to do a full game.
So you probably can do about an hour if you didn't commentate.
Hour and a half. Well, for the full game, for all 4 quarters, hour and a half for all 4 quarters.
But if you wasn't recording and commentating, could you do it in an hour?
But I'm only doing half a game on the recording.
Oh, you're only doing half a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it takes me an hour and 15 minutes.
Gotcha.
But that's because every play, I'm saying, this guy is going to be the receiver or he's going to hand it off to him. Whereas 90% of the time, you don't need to know that because, it'll say he breaks through for 9 yards and that's it. You don't need to know who he is unless you want to.
You're not keeping stats?
No, not for these.
Gotcha.
But I've got my Stratomatic cards and I'm working on the same sort of I think I did one. Where is it? Green Bay. I've got one.
I've never owned a Stratomatic game. I've had Status Pro and I've had APA, but I've never owned Stratomatic.
I'm working on some cards like the ones with these where you roll a dice and it tells you who the receiver is, who the inside run, outside run, short, medium, screen passes and long passes.
Kind of
so
like
you're
cheat
playing
sheets.
side of dice. So it tells you. So you don't have to decide who's running.
Gotcha.
If you've ever watched the Sportsman Z games when he's doing the strat, he picks the players that he's handing the ball off to or passing to, and I don't like that. I like it to be a bit more random, and so I take what they've got in second season where you roll a dice and the 20-sided dice tell you who's going to be the receiver, and so I'm doing the same thing for the teams in Stratomatic, so that when I'm playing one of those, I can just roll that dice and it'll be, he's going to hand it off.
More of a random instead of you picking.
Because these strats got this rule in football where you can't run the same receiver twice.
Yeah, I think APBA or APA does the same thing.
Yeah. Whereas, I mean, if you watch the last game that I played, and the whatever the team was, Georgia, 90% of the time handed it off to the one running back because his number kept coming up.
Right. Well, the worst part is if you're playing head-to-head, you almost got to take that receiver or running back out of the game because they know you're not going to him.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. You got to, and you think, if the rule in the NFL was if you pass to him, you can't pass to him the next pass, then fine, that's the rule, but it isn't.
I understand what they're trying to do, but if you understand football, you don't do it. You don't throw to the same receiver 50 times during the game. They're trying to make sure you don't do that.
They're trying to stop you from fixing the stats because if you can only pass it every so often, wake up, Rob.
Thinking something.
But yeah, I mean, to me, you just have to. You have to trust the person playing the game that they're not going to do something.
If you've got a random way of doing it, then do that. And if it gets past 250 times, that's because it's randomly worked out that way.
And like you say, if you ever played head to head, sometimes you have to run a certain person a bunch of times. If your opponent's playing pass defense all the time, or vice versa, if they're playing a run all the time, you got to throw the ball. That's the only thing about football. Compared to most sports, if you're playing head-to-head, your person you're playing can affect the game and change the game so it's not realistic because they're not playing realistic.
That's why in second season I like these fast action cards.
Right.
Because it's you've got, and what I did, I printed 2 lots of them out.
So you don't have to shuffle?
Oh, messed that up. That's just the one.
Got this in the mail. Having a storage auction sale tomorrow.
You going?
I don't know. I've been to them before.
You by yourself tomorrow?
No.
When she's leaving?
Darlene's leaving probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Next week. Oh.
She's got to be back the following Tuesday because she's got to go back to the doctor.
Yeah. I got to go back to work Monday. Sucks.
Do you?
Yeah. I could get used to this.
When you gonna do a YRL race?
I was planning on doing I got big plans today. I was planning on doing YRL races today, tennis and bowling. I like to say big plans, whether it all gets done or not, Rob, but
Yeah.
big plans.
What would be your first thing you do after you get off here? Probably tennis, or might be the
I got
race?
that already practically set up. Anything I got to do is change Hugh McEnroe, since that's the last thing I did was tennis.
Who you gonna play today? Who's gonna be your two players?
Who would be McEnroe against Oliver? I don't know how you pronounce this
Spell it.
Belgium's names.
Olivier, is it Olivier something another?
Yeah,
Olivier Rockers.
Yeah.
Rockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rockers.
He's a 7B. He can't serve an ace. He double faults on a 3. His returns are 2.
That other guy gave him one hell of a fight for like a third game though. Last night I watched.
For a game it went. I don't know how many dudes. Yeah, we kept going back to dudes.
Yeah, and then after that he just ran through him, railed him.
Oh God, it was 6-1, 6-love.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
Which
love
is what it
watching that
should be.
girl.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He could possibly
Be the game.
win a
No, he
2
won
game.
one game. He won one game.
Yeah, 6-1 in the first set.
Yeah, 6-1. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the second set it was 6-love. Yeah. It was
So
crazy.
do you have Federer? Do you have Federer and all those guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Like I say, your idea was to play them against these bums and see what happens. So I'm just going to keep working the way up the ladder. So each match should progressively, easy for me to say, get
Make
harder.
it harder.
Yeah.
Get harder. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, like I say, that 2 sets only took me about a half hour
Yeah. Didn't
because
take long.
it's one-sided. I mean, normally that was one set, but that's 2
Now,
sets.
Are you going to change surfaces, or are you going to go to hard?
I'm just going to
surface?
keep him on grass because that's McEnroe's best surface. That way, I figure give him the biggest advantage over everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then, like you say, when he gets against the Federer, then he's going to know something.
Yeah, then it's probably going to go 3 sets, or hell, he could even get beaten 2 sets. Mac could.
Yeah. Now, are you playing 3 or 5 sets?
Just 3 sets. I figured
That's
time
Yeah.
wise. With
Girly
the video.
tennis.
What's that?
Girly tennis.
Yeah, but with a video, I figured it would be way too long.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to sit there 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. Did you see another one of them famous and wonderful women's NBA players started whining on about getting paid like the men again?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
the WNBA. Yeah.
Yeah, go and earn some money, and then you can then get paid.
About the only sport in this country I think that has a legitimate beef is soccer. I think the women should get paid more than the men. The women in this country draw more than the men.
Yeah, it should all be based on what you can bring in.
Yep, like say the women's soccer, U.S.
Yeah.
soccer team. Now the regular professional teams don't, but the U.S. soccer team,
MLS draws a whole lot more than women's soccer teams.
right?
do.
But nationally, the women's soccer team will outdraw the men's. Yeah.
Yeah, but the men's prices are outrageous. When I was up in Philly to get a ticket to go see the men's national team was $140 some bucks. To go see the women's was 26.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
It's so much different. I mean, but I don't understand why some of these MLB teams, Baltimore, when they're not selling out, Pittsburgh, all these places should have $10 seats. They should have.
They
a
do
whole
in Baltimore.
row. But I'm talking about good seats that are $10.
Well, I'll be honest with you,
place
Rob.
up.
There ain't a
Fill the
bad
place-
seat in Camden Yards.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, fill the place up and then worry about raising the prices up. But don't Philly's bad about that shit. Philly will bump the prices up again next year, and right behind the dugout.
Well, what I don't like, and they all do it.
They're $140 behind the dugout.
Orioles play the Yankees, and it's a completely different baseball game because it costs me $10 more than when they're playing the freaking Hagerstown athletic team. I'm making that up, but they raise prices against certain teams, and that pisses me off.
Right. If they play the
Royals,
Royals,
a different game.
Right. If they play in the Royals, they'll charge you a whole lot less. And hell, now Philadelphia's not.
Well, I don't call it charging me less. That's the regular ticket price. They up. If that's what they did was discount lower teams, I wouldn't have a problem. They don't discount lower teams. They charge you more for better teams.
See,
and that
Philadelphia can't do that. Philadelphia can't do that. They have to charge across the board. That's the same thing with parking. That's
Ravens did that. Ravens gave season ticket holders you technically don't pay for your preseason tickets if you're a season ticket holder. Guess what they did? That was back then 4 games. They raised the prices of all the games in the division to make up for the money they didn't charge you for the
See,
fucking
they can't do
preseason.
it. Philadelphia won't allow that.
What a
Philadelphia
joke.
won't allow it. They won't allow that.
I'm not a season ticket holder. A guy at work is. Yeah,
Do you
they
still have
raised it.
do you still have this process by which you pay? Is it PSL where you pay
Yes.
for the right to buy the ticket to the seat?
Right.
Yes, you own
All
the
you-
seat.
Yeah.
What that means, though,
But you
say
don't
they're
get,
having a
you're still gonna pay
concert.
for the ticket to go.
So,
Yeah, you still pay for the
so
ticket.
the
but
fact is, Alan,
if you pay for that personal license fee,
See.
say they have a concert there,
And
you
they'll
get
say they have
first
Billy
dib at a
Joel.
ticket for that seat. And if
Yeah.
they have a college game
or-
played in that, like Notre Dame and Navy will play in Baltimore, if you own that
You
seat,
could-
you get first
you
dibs
could
on
buy-
that ticket
right, and you can buy that ticket,
and then
and
sell it.
sell it back, and they still have to give you a license fee for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So, I mean, it's good and bad.
I remember when I was in St. Louis, one of my mates, you were like paying £3,000 to be able to buy the ticket. For the
Yes, they're about $3,000 or $4,000 licensing
You see,
fees
over
are.
here, when you buy a season ticket to the soccer, I paid £450, but that is my seat, and every home game, I got in.
Right, but then if they have a concert or something there, you're not entitled to that ticket.
It's just for the football, but who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know,
See, that's
I
the
don't give a
difference.
concert.
That's what you're paying for. Is literally that supposedly is now your seat. You own that seat. You get first dibs. Now again, you don't have to pay for the ticket for the concert, but they can't sell that ticket until they offer it to you first.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for.
Just seems crazy. I'm afraid I would not pay that sort of money for the right to buy a ticket to that seat, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost every football team in this country probably has that.
Yeah.
Baseball, I don't think does.
I don't think baseball does it as much as football.
Yeah, I think
is
almost every
crazy.
team in the NFL doesn't.
If you go get a decent seat at a football NFL game, and by the time you get your PSL and everything, you're paying $3,500, $4,000 a year.
That's a one-time fee, though.
No, I'm talking.
I'm talking about the person. The licensing fee is a one-time fee, Alan, and then that's yours. The team no longer owns that licensing, so I can then sell that licensing and ticket to you for $5,000 or $6,000 market value. The team no longer controls what I sell that for.
And if they have a Super Bowl there, you get the first right to that ticket.
Yeah.
You don't have to get in the line or nothing.
Correct.
You don't have to do a damn thing. So
Yeah, like I say, once you buy that license, it's yours. So if I want to sell it to Rob and I paid $4,000, I can get Rob to pay me $6,000 or $7,000,
and
it's
nothing
all
against
good.
the law. Yep.
Yeah,
And it's
the
not
Ravens can't
scalping.
do
It's not.
Thank you, man.
It's not considered scalping.
Yeah, I don't sell it back to the Ravens and they resell it.
Yeah.
For the cost I bought it.
But
they don't get to
Alan,
make the profit. I get to make the profit.
Alan says he wants to come over here and do some what's that in the parking lot?
Tailgating.
Tailgate. See, they can't do that over there.
You don't do that over there? I thought you guys would be great at it.
They don't have
No, they'd
parking
setting
lots.
each other on fire if they were over here.
That's what I figured. I figured it was wild over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with soccer the way they
Right.
are.
Plus, he
Yeah.
said there's no parking lots over there. You
No,
have to park on the
there's not many
streets.
stadiums. I can't think of any stadium that
Well,
has
heck,
their own
down in
parking.
Baltimore, they party underneath the freaking overpasses and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think there's any football ground I can think of that have got their own car park.
Yeah, I thought you guys would be great at it for real because I figured you guys was wild. I figured yours would be worse than. I'll tell you where you want to go, and that's a college tailgate's worse than a pro tailgate.
It's awesome. Especially
Get them 20-year-old kids all drunked up. It's wild.
The mom and dads too. Too. They don't care. They don't give a shit.
I'll tell you where I would love to go for a tailgate, and that's down at Mississippi.
Alabama.
That is wild.
Any of them.
Yeah.
My team,
Tuscaloosa.
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide. He likes
Yeah.
Tuscaloosa. Yeah.
Because what's the what do they
Find out
call that
tonight
down in
about
Mississippi?
Oh,
The
the
Grove.
Rebels. The Grove.
The Grove
Yeah.
is where they have their tailgate at the Grove.
Tonight, USC plays. We'll see what they do. Should be interesting. We'll see if Ohio State ends up getting back into it or not.
Gosh, that's
Hope,
out of
I
date.
kind of hope USC stays in it. Lets
12-1.
us know what they're good for. How you doing, Joe?
Oh,
She done went back in the
gone
other room
back
again.
downstairs. We're playing Furman.
Furman. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Second,
Watch out.
7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Furman and Incarnate Word. I think I might watch that.
It is.
What game are you going to?
Who, me?
He's going to Sheffield win. He's not going to one. He's just going to watch it on TV.
Oh, I thought you was going to it.
No, we used to be season ticket holders, but last time I went, I got COVID. And
Oh. Did you sell the
Sheffield.
tickets?
Second, you can't sell your season ticket. Not allowed to.
Oh, you guys got scalping laws and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody can sit in your seat but you.
Correct.
You can give it away. You just can't sell it.
Yeah, and they can't sell the seat. It's my seat for the game.
Right.
So, like Sheffield Wednesday can't if I told them, if I said to them, I'm not going to be using my seat, they can't sell that seat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: can you give the ticket away and give it to somebody, or you're
I
not
can
even
give it
allowed
to somebody to go to the game. Yeah.
You could. Okay. I didn't even know if you could do that.
Yeah.
So if you know
It's got my
somebody,
name on it. It's like a credit card. It's got my name on the ticket, but they don't know me.
right?
They don't make you show proof of identification.
No.
Yeah.
You got the ticket, you can go in.
Gotcha.
So if you were, you could actually sell it then if somebody wanted it bad enough.
Yeah, if somebody wanted, I could, somebody said, I'll give you the money for the cost of the ticket.
Yeah.
Right, but you can't stand outside the arena and say $50 for a ticket. Right. They do that. They do that around here all the time.
They do it. Oh,
I
they do it.
I actually went to a game. Joe couldn't go. I went to a game and there was this couple behind me, and I just said to them, "Are you going in to watch the game?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "I've got a spare season ticket if one of you wants to come through with me." And I took the girl through on my wife's ticket, so they got a free. I mean, they obviously, because you've got to sit in the seat
Right.
you buy. So it was like they sat in my seats, so they could sit together, and I sat in the seat that the lad got.
Gotcha.
Did you have a good a seat or not quite as good a
No,
seat?
it wasn't as good a seat, but
You was being nice.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors of that.
Yeah, I'm going to put a stop to that.
Yeah, this Maryland stuff might help you if you start
Maryland.
tomorrow putting the hoodie up.
Maryland.
Yeah.
So you like my impression of North Carolina, yeah?
I did. That was pretty good. You
North
did a pretty good.
Carolina.
It's a
Do you want
good
my
southern
impression of
accent.
South Carolina?
Do what?
Do you want my impression of South Carolina?
Okay.
You'll see the difference. Are you ready? South Carolina.
That north and south made a big difference.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, I could definitely, if I didn't know you, I could definitely tell which state you was from.
Yeah, there you go.
Darn it. That's like you all last night messing with that Sean, trying to figure out where he was from. Cracked me up.
Yeah, man. I was listening. I was listening to him talk, and I was like, I don't think he's from way down south. Michael Peterson said he's from down south, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, I got more of a southern twang than he does.
Right. I thought he was from the
down south.
Northeast, to be honest.
Did you?
Yeah.
Have they come up with anybody for the killing of those footballers yet?
No, in Virginia?
Nothing
I
yet?
haven't heard. Have you, Rob?
Have they did what to him?
Have they found out who killed them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was the student, wasn't he? Did you hear about
Yeah.
that? Joe was
Yeah.
telling me about another one about, was it the 6 people in six students in a house and 4 of them were murdered.
That was in California.
Yeah. That is weird.
And it was in different rooms.
Yeah, but
I mean, like how in the hell do you stab one without waking the others up? You would think somebody would go, ow, or some bullshit, damn.
Yeah.
He must have had something over their face of, I don't know.
He could have threatened them out. He could go in there and tell you stay in your room or I kill such and such and kills them anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of that craziness happens, is threatening
But next
people.
week, Rob has a sale for his OnlyFans site, 50% off. Give the ticket away and have that person buy a pen from you as close to the price of
Yeah.
Only this crew can think up stuff like that. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might do another game in a few minutes. I don't even know. Let's see who's the next. I'm not even going to say the next victim, because the next team we play probably is a lot better than Chicago.
One of the worst teams.
What season are you doing?
Chicago was not a great team. Would you say, Alan?
What season are you doing?
21-22 last year. Yeah, Chicago was not very good.
Now, when
the Oilers,
you get the season done, you just place in Edmonton.
Now,
where
then
they
what
would
I'm
be,
doing
the whole playoffs.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through every team, and I'm going to roll fast actions to find out how they, would have won each game through.
Oh, are you? I just thought you was going in and replacing Edmonton's games that they changed to win or loss.
That's the good thing. That's the good thing with second season as well. Obviously not with the college games, because there's only 16, but with the pro seasons, you get a chart.
Yeah.
You work out what the numbers are and just roll 2 D6s.
And that's what I'm using.
These didn't win.
That's what I'm using as a soccer chart rather than a football chart. But it doesn't matter as long as you kind of look
using Hockey Blast.
It's Soccer Blast quick play numbers. Yeah. And what I'm doing, all I'm doing is getting the percentage of the win percentage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going with that to that, and then they're home and away type situation.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have exact numbers as to what they did. And then every time it comes up to Edmonton, they won, lost, overtime loss, or whatever they did.
At RJL Network, he uses it's called Fast Score or something. Do they make that in hockey and football and all? Now you got to pay for it.
I don't have it
because he does that for baseball. The games that he doesn't televise, he rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
What I'm planning on doing after.
Oh, thank you, Amish Elvis. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking of doing after the college games is doing the 21-22 Green Bay Packers season.
Oh, okay.
Do the odd games in second season.
Now, are you gonna bench Rodgers, or are you gonna make it? No, are you gonna make him play?
No, it'll be the starting quarterbacks.
All right.
Playing the actual lineup for the game.
No, just the quarterbacks. Yeah. But for the even games, I'm going to play Stratomatic, so I can split.
Cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that'd be nice to put on the channel something different.
Yeah.
And game 50.
Just so happens the teams that they play twice, the divisional teams, all fall odd and even.
Oh, do they really?
One will be played in second season, and the other one will be played.
That worked out great.
Really? Wow. How often can that work out like
that?
You can't find stuff like that work out.
Nah, that's good.
Most time,
and then you really get to compare the games with teams.
I quite like Stratomatic. It's not just the basic game that I'm playing with a few extra twists. Like I still have penalties because there's no penalties in the basic game.
Right. I heard you say about using that one dice. Is the only reason you're using it to get penalties. Yep.
Yep. And so it's
isn't that the dice that has like a D and an X and all on it?
That's the one. Yeah, you just use the X.
Gotcha.
I think what Sportsman Z does, he uses the D as a defensive penalty.
Gotcha.
So kept on the defense card.
So this one right here could be. Oh, okay. This one's not a tough team, but that does not mean anything. It may be 6-0.
We're playing
Montreal, the
the
Canadiens.
Canadiens.
The Canadiens.
Les Habitants.
Les Habitants.
French.
Les Habitants. What do you say?
He's French.
Decent surrenders.
They got a lot of Frenchmen up there in Quebec.
Best place for him.
Oh, he's going to get you banned, Rob. There goes all your French subscribers clicking unsubscribe.
Look at those numbers.
3 and 4. That's terrible.
So it's based on the same principle as the football game then. The, what's it called?
Dice United.
Dice United, yeah.
Yep.
And
Same company.
Now, check out the numbers. Check out the numbers. Edmonton is at home here.
What a
So
St. Louis.
They're at 9.
The only thing they're low on is aggression.
Yeah, and that just
Pity
means
to
you may
kills
not be
about what average?
something like that. Yeah. And this game, Montreal wins 5-2.
Yeah, probably.
They did.
So-
Well, in real life, they did. In real life.
Oh,
they
okay.
did.
I thought you meant when you play it. That's what
so-
happened. Yeah.
So
'Cause I was
Montreal,
surprised that yesterday you played Carolina, beat them, and then got beat by
Played who?
Philadelphia. Carolina.
Carolina.
That's your third accent. That's
Yeah.
when you're not sure what state you're
That's
from.
when you sort of that's where you're from. I'm from Carolina.
Yeah, I ain't sure which. I was right on the border.
Yeah.
Montembeau, Sam Montembeau. Good
Do
Lord.
they have the dice roll to decide who's in goals?
Nope. I
Yes.
use.
They
They
do
do
No,
have
have.
I mean, do they have it? Same as
Yes.
the Dice United for the goalie. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. But I'm using the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's practically the same game, Alan. If you know
Yeah.
the Dice United, you could pick up Stone Cold in a heartbeat. It wouldn't take much.
So Mike Smith is a 8, and Montembeau is a 6. Let's see, power play 3, power kill. Penalty
Now, your
kill
football
5.
game, which do you prefer? Second season or Stratomatic?
Second season.
Yeah. Is it just because you're more comfortable with it?
No, it's just an easy flowing game, especially once if you've got your book sorted out. Because those tabs, I know that the order goes pass, safe, run, blitz. So if it's a short pass against a blitz, I go to the medium pass, flick it over, and pull it back
Gotcha.
because the blitz is there. If it's short pass against a pass, then I go to the short pass and I just open it up and it's there.
Gotcha.
And so you're only moving one page if you want the run or the safe defense, and it doesn't have to make it quick. I've seen videos of people playing it, and it's like, oh, it's a short pass, and they've got the book, and they're like, oh, where am I?
Yeah.
Because they haven't put any stickers down the side.
I know. I wish he put them on there when he makes them. That's
Yeah.
the same thing with History Maker Golf.
Yeah,
I
they
wish
have
you
like
had
the tabs,
tabs on
don't
it.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do on the actual page, but of course you've still got to flip the page to see it.
Correct. Yeah, it's not sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did you put tabs on yours, Rob, for History Maker Golf? Yeah.
No,
I
I don't
thought
play
about
that
doing
as
it.
much. I don't play it as much. I play the other one more and more now. I really do. Inside the cup. Me and Alan, once we started playing that, it was just like, okay, it's just
When
started
are you guys
rolling.
going to do that Riders Cup? You guys putting that on
I've
for
gotta
get
the
back.
year?
He's waiting for me to get back into golf.
He's got to get back into his golf deal.
I've got to get back into it.
Yeah. Because that was some great videos.
Yeah, we
Especially
enjoyed
when
it.
Rob would cheat you, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Cheating.
When he was-
But
yeah,
I
you
don't want-
would. I remember him.
I
Yeah.
don't want to say anything.
And you didn't want to say anything about him cheating. You let it go.
if he's that desperate to win.
I have tabs on my Hockey Blast and History Maker baseball books.
Yeah, exactly, PJ. It makes it a lot better.
And I've got the same with all the other, the ones at the back, which is the kickoffs and the penalty, and the returns and the rare plays and all that. Just so easy, and it doesn't have to speed the game up.
Yeah, I should do that. Like I say, with my History Maker goal.
I mean, with Stratomatic, really, you've got the cards, and and the only difficulty there is once you've decided who it is, you've got to find his card. Oops, I'm just being pinged. What's that? Oh, I'm not interested in that.
Eating a chicken sandwich, huh?
Lovely.
I'm not a big chicken sandwich person.
We're going to have Hunter's
I like
chicken
it for
tonight.
a difference.
Hunter's chicken, mashed potatoes, and vegetables.
What kind of vegetable?
Well, it could be broccoli, it could be cabbage, it could be cauliflower.
My favorite vegetable is asparagus.
Did you buy that from the shop?
Most of the time we buy it from the store. I don't have many local markets.
Before you buy it, you put your fingers on each end and break it. Because you can't eat the woody part of it because it's too tough. So
not if you cook it.
You put your fingers on it on the ends and press, and it will bend and break at where the
I know what you're talking
is woody.
Yeah.
So,
do you cut that,
broccoli.
That part off, Dwayne, or you don't even cut that part off?
Yeah.
It's already cut off most of the time when I'm buying it from the store.
Oh, okay.
There's Sean Armstrong.
There's Sean. Come on in, Sean. I sent him an email. I sent him an email.
I like grilling it. I like grilling asparagus.
Yeah.
Not a big asparagus or baby trees. What's baby trees? That's
broccoli.
I don't like broccoli.
Yeah, I like broccoli.
That stuff.
I like broccoli and cauliflower raw more than I do cook.
My mom
you get a head of broccoli, but there's like that much stalk on it.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I do is when I'm in the supermarket, if I want to buy broccoli, and it's not in plastic wrap, which is fairly unusual these days, is I will take it and I will break the stalk off and put the stalk back in the box.
So he's not paying for that per pound.
You're not going to eat it.
I like it. I'm not knocking you. I like it. I wouldn't do it, but I like
it. If you've got a stalk like that.
Okay, I got another question for you because I know people that does this. You get laundry detergent or whatever, and they never fill it up. Do you take another container and fill yours up?
I never buy that stuff.
Oh,
that's the
I know people that does that. They'll get a laundry detergent, get another bottle in there.
Do you do that, Dwayne?
No, I don't do none of that crap. But I know people that does it. They fill it up and get their monies, and now somebody's not even getting a half-filled bottle. They think it's even less than that. Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't never seen them do that.
I tell you, one thing I don't blame people for doing now, and I don't know if they do it because I refuse, and that's the you serve, the check yourself out. I guarantee it'd be one for me, not paying for it, one for you. If you're going to make me do the job, I'm getting 50% off. I guarantee you that. And I don't blame people. That's nuts, making a freaking customer do a tailor's job and not getting the freaking pay or the health benefits out of it.
I would rather do it myself.
I can't stand it.
Over here, you have to put, once you've scanned it, you have to put it into a certain place on the...
I wouldn't scan it. I'd just put it in the fucking bag, and they'd have to come over and say, March, you're stealing. No shit. Now you ring it up since I'm a thief. You ring the shit up because you should be ringing it up anyway.
I don't like other people put stuff in my bags.
Oh, really? See, I don't care.
I'd rather do it my damn self.
See, when me and my daughter go to the grocery store, she bags it, but they're scanning it.
The thing of it is, we put it on the big long thing. I don't like them little short tables right there. You got to keep everything in the cart. I hate them.
Exactly.
But we've got the ones that's got the, what do you call it, the little roll things. So you can fill the whole damn thing up, the whole basket full right there on the thing, and just scan it and be like, okay, me and Darlene do that. Okay, we got this for cold stuff.
That's how I do it.
Anytime I do it, man, they don't put our bread in the right place. They never
I put it up the way I want it bagged, and in order. So I separate my shit when I'm putting it up there. I don't just put it up any old way and hope they do it. I put all my cold stuff together. I put all my non-food, like if you're
soap
getting
powders
sprays and stuff that I don't want mixed with my food in case it's leaking. I put all that separate. Yeah. And they do a good job as long as you separate it. You know what I'm saying?
The bagging areas over here are weigh scales. So you put your bags on before you start. Oh. And then as you scan and put something in, it knows the weight of it. So if it's wrong, it stops.
Oh, so you got to bag your groceries before you get it and then rebag it.
No, you can. What you do is you put your stuff in your trolley, but when you get to the checkout, your automatic checkout, you put your bags on the table, and that is a scale. So when you scan it, you must put it in a bag.
Right, that's how it is over here.
Weight.
Now, how about this one, Dwayne? If you go to the Giant store up in outside of Philly, they give you one of the guns.
Oh, that is crazy too.
I love it. That's
crazy. How many times do they get ripped off? I buy a 5-pound bag of whatever, and I scan a 2-pound bag.
Absolutely love it.
I can't believe they allow that.
And then I give them the gun. And my shit's packed.
Right.
And they go, it just makes the whole damn thing. And then they tell you how much you owe.
Because I guarantee you people is ripping them off big time. I get a T-bone steak and I scan a sirloin instead. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you people, I cannot believe they do that. Of course, I'm paying for it in the long run because they just up the prices, everything. But again, I guarantee you people do that.
I love having a gun over there.
Yeah, I bet. I just can't believe the stores allow it.
Yeah, over here they will pull you every so many. They pull aside and they take everything out and check.
Oh, do they?
All back.
Wow.
Yeah,
I never seen them do that.
And if you get caught, you're in deep trouble.
Right.
Over at Walmart, they still look at your receipts. They check your receipts and look at you.
Yeah, but they're not going through your bag to see if that 5-pound is really a 2-pound.
They go through it and see if you got dog food. They can make sure you got this and that and everything.
Yeah, up here though, like I say, they might go down and count how many items you got. 15 items, but they don't look and see if those 15. Like I say, they see you got a thing of meat. They don't look and see if the New York strip is really a sirloin or not. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm saying. You can't rub them off completely blind. You do a slip way and you'll get away with it again.
In London, that you walk in. You take your stuff off the shelf and you walk out.
It scans you when you're leaving?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. It scans you coming in, scans you leaving.
So you got to, you got to keep the distance from the person in front of you.
No, right? It's your phone. So you scan as you go in. And you scan as you go out, and it knows what you've taken.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you got to keep a distance. If I come in too close to you, you can end up paying for me, right?
You scan your phone as you go in, and then as you go out, it scans your phone with the stuff that you're taking. Yeah, you can't really get 2 and 3 people through a door at one time over here.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If somebody was real close to you, you might end up paying for their product.
No.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm not a big fan of that sort of technology, but I do like the self-service.
Oh, I can't stand it. I want a discount. If you're going to make me do your job, I want a discount. I'm not doing your damn job for you.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there's stuff on Facebook all the time that jokes on there about Walmart. No. Ask you to stop, and they're like, if you don't trust me to do your job for you, then don't have a you serve. And I agree with them. Yeah, that crap. Because a store over here called 5 Below, they don't have any clerks per se. So I go up there and put the stuff there, play stupid, and just stand there, and they're like, you need help? Damn right I do. Because I don't know how to do this. I don't work here. Obviously, it's pick it up, put it there, it scans it, and then you put your money. Because I don't have a debit card, you got to put cash inside, and it reads how much cash. I ain't doing all that crap. I make them take the shit out of the cart and put it on there and scan it. They just love me. Yeah, and it's nothing that I need when I go in that store. So if they don't come up in a timely fashion, I'll just leave the shit in the cart and leave. Fuck them. They'll put it back on the shelf.
Yeah. I've done that in a supermarket when I got married to my first wife. We went to this store, and they just brought out these. They were called Barclays Connect cards, a debit card. And we'd been in the week before and gone through and used it, no problem. And we went and it was Saturday afternoon, so it was packed. And this would have been 1986, and the shop came to about £97, so it was a big shop. And scanned it all through, and I gave her my Barclays Connect card, and she said, "We don't take this."
And they did last week.
I said, "Yes, you do." She said, "No, we don't." I said, "We came in last week and paid on Barclays Connect. You can't have done. We don't take it." So I took the receipt out because I still had it in my wallet. I said, "There you go." She said, "Well, we don't take it." So I said, "Well, get me the manager then." So he comes out. That's what it was. I said, "We've just done our shop and we want to pay with Barclays Connect. We don't take it." "Yes, you do." "No, we don't." "Yes, you do. You took it last week." "No, we don't take it. Here's the receipt." "Oh, well, we shouldn't have done that." I said, "Well,
we shouldn't have done that.
Said,
Not that we can't, we don't want to.
I said, "Well, you've got a choice now." I said, "You can either take it and we'll pay for it, or you're going to have to ring all this back through this till and do it for that." There must have been 10 people in this queue. And the guy says, "Well, we don't take it. Have you got the cash?" I said, "Yes." Because I got the money on me. I said, "Have you got the cash?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, you could pay by cash." I said, "I know I could, but I don't want to."
"Oh, I love you."
"I want to pay by card." "Well, we don't take it." I said, "You took it last week." "Well, we don't take it." I said, "Fair enough." So I said to the wife, "Come on, let's go." And we walked off. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Ring it back." I said, we'll go to Tesco's and I'm going to do the shop." And we just left.
I love it. Oh, yes. Oh, and I hope you had stuff in there from the frozen owl and stuff like that that would go bad. Yes.
Around monthly shop.
Yeah.
And all these people going absolutely bloody mad at this
right.
This manager, because they were like,
that's like I went over here to our local
because
Martins.
They can't put anybody through it because they've got to ring everything back and cancel it all off.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because then otherwise the drawer ain't going to balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then about a month later, when we went in, they were taking Barclays Connect. You think,
is it a popular bank?
Barclays, it's one of the big five.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Then they was losing too much business. People like you not paying, right? Or just not coming. After a while, the word gets out and you don't come to the store. Yeah.
Yeah, those banks over here in the U.S. too. Barclays are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sponsor the Knicks or the Nets one. Barclays Center.
Barclays Center, yeah, that's on the Nets, yeah.
Nets, yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like when they have that gray floor. It looks cool on TV. Yep. Looks like it's an old black and white.
I actually did the same thing in Sears in St. Louis.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. The store manager were fantastic. We went and bought a vacuum cleaner. And we'd only been there about 2 months, so we got no credit. I got my American Express card from the UK that I'd managed to convert to a US one because we were American Express in the UK. They gave us one automatically. So we had a credit card and it was exactly the same thing. We wanted to get a CS card and we got this vacuum cleaner and it had got a big discount on it. It was something like 40% the price of it or whatever because it was in the sales. And the woman said, "Do you want to apply for a CS card?" I said, "Yes." So she takes all the details and then comes back and it says, "We can't give you a CS card because they've turned you down." And so I said, "Well, can't buy this then, can I?" And the manager comes over and explains it to him. I said, "I can pay for it." I said, "I just want a CS card so we can build our credit up." And he was brilliant. It was like, "Yeah, well, we're here to help. and he actually phoned them up and said, he's got the money. He will pay for it in cash. All he wants is for you to approve him for a Sears card so he can help with his credit. No, because these bloody accountants, they sit in their little offices with their no windows, and they're just painted on the walls with nice blue sky and sunny outlooks, and everything's all rosy. And it's just a fucking nuisance, to be quite honest.
Right.
And he must have been on the phone for about 25 minutes saying, he's got an American Express card. All we're doing is trying to help. All he wants is for us to help him with his credit rating in the US so that everything's fine. They just wouldn't have it. And in the end, he said, I'm really sorry. So they won't do it. I said, oh, that's a shame. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you another 10% off it if you pay cash. So I said, yeah, you can go. And it's the difference. You get one manager who just, these are the rules and these are the rules, and that's
right.
it.
And then you get a manager to work with you.
Yeah.
Get one to work with you.
I hate people
even though we didn't get the card, he tried to help. So I thought, well,
you can tell me that the rules of the company and I can't break them, but you can also look me in the eye and say the rules are fucking dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah. Here's how we'll work around them. Yeah. Don't act like that the rules are great and it's real intelligent and you got the problem because you're trying to break it. I hate
it's
that.
The ones that tell me they don't do it, but they did do it the week before.
Yeah. That's like when my dad was going into a nursing home. He had to do physical therapy. So he went to the nursing home mom was at. It's called Farnikiti around here. Well, he got pissed off and said, I ain't staying here for 100 days. I can do this shit at the house. So he signed himself out. Of course, when he signed himself out, they get all pissed off and they say, you realize if you sign yourself out, you can't come back. Which I understand what they're saying. He can't sign himself out on a Monday and then Wednesday to say, hey, this ain't working. I need to come back. I don't blame him for that shit. But don't tell me you can never come back. So Dad ends up 6 or 7 months later needing to go into a nursing home. 6 or 7 months. So I'm having a hell of a time. He's in the hospital trying to find a nursing home. Well, I get this phone call from mom's nursing home saying she's getting a new roommate. And I'm like, what? I said, I bet it ain't Dad. And the guy at work says, I dare you to call him and ask him if it's your dad that's moving in and then they're taking him from the hospital, moving him into the nursing home. I said, okay, I'll call him. So I call him up and I'll never forget the lady's name. Her name's Amanda. I call her up and I'm like, her mom's getting a new roommate. It doesn't happen to be my dad who's in the hospital and you all are letting him come. And nowadays, if you ain't got a computer, you fucking don't know your job. The computer has to tell you your job, right? And she says, it might be Dwayne. Let me check. I'm like, oh, I might be able to trick this bitch into getting him back in here. So she gets on there and I hear her go, She says, I'm sorry, Dwayne. He's not allowed back in here. I'm like, how long does he have to wait before he's allowed back in the Farnikiti? And I know they only keep records for 7 years. Yeah. 7 years is all they keep records for. So I know after 7 years, no matter what the fuck she says, you're going to be able to get back in because they'll never know he was in there 7 years later. She says he's not allowed in. I'm like, let me give you a situation here. At the time, I was like 47 years old. And I said, I'm 47 years old. I hurt myself here at work. I come down there for physical therapy. I sign myself out because I get pissed off. 20 years later, I'm 67 years old and I need a nursing home. Are you going to take me? I can't answer that. I said, the hell you can't. That's your damn job. You know what the hell your policy is. Are you going to take me after I signed myself out 20 years ago? Are you going to take me back in your facility? And I knew the answer, what she's supposed to tell me. And she says, no. I said, you're full of shit. I'm like, you won't even know it 20 years from now. So my question is, realistically, how long does Dad have to wait before he's allowed back in this fucking nursing home? And she said, forever. I'm like, you lying bitch, and hung up on her. I'm like, come on, man. You know your rule is full of shit. Just admit it. Because I figured 6 months to a year, he could have gotten better, and then something happened to him that has nothing to do with why he was in there for that original physical therapy. They should have took him. Especially with Mom already being there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead, I had to have him in one nursing home, her in another. It's a mess.
Well, you would have thought there should be rules against that as well. Because if they're married,
Sure, I found that out too, Alan. A nursing home and a hospital, 100% different. A nursing home does not need to take you. They could have 50 fucking empty beds and turn you down. It's not like a hospital where they have to provide you care. Because that's what I was getting a runaround around here. They kept telling me they didn't have any male beds. And I guarantee you they did. Because what was going on with
the holes in them?
Yeah, they wanted the type of person they want in a nursing home. Either they want a person that needs a lot of care as far as physical therapy, all kinds of testing and all that they make money on, or they want somebody that's almost comatose that they can walk by your room for 7 or 8 hours and you never fucking say a word that you need them. Dad was that in-between pain in the ass guy that he needed just enough help that he was going to cause the workers to have to stop and do stuff, and not enough where they're going to make a fucking buku money on him. So they didn't want him. I mean, it got blunt. And it wasn't just him. It's anybody in that situation. Because like I say, he was going to need just enough care to do stuff that the staff was going to have to fool with him. And they didn't like that. And then he wasn't going to be racking up, sending him out for physical therapy, sending him here for testing to see if we can do this. He wasn't going to be doing that. He's just going to be living there.
Well, you don't want anybody where you'd have to do your job for the money to get paid, do you?
No. Like I say, it was crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize a nursing home, if they had a bed, could turn you down. I thought they had to take you. But not in the state of Maryland. I'll say it that way.
Yeah. Well, I may come back on later and may do another hockey game. I hope you guys will join me. Dwayne, you're getting ready to do some. Tennis now. Or you're gonna probably wait till later.
I'm gonna get something to eat and then I'll probably do some tennis. And like I say, I'd like to do both YRL races today.
That'd be
and
great.
Again, I still want to get the bowling back on the channel too. Like
and
I said,
Alan, you got anything going on tonight on your channel?
I'm going to go and cook now, so I might actually start playing the next game, ready for the weekend to video the second half of the.
So that probably be the tomorrow Sunday for you then.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it won't be Sunday because
that's right.
No,
we got to finish that bowling, Alan. You're leaving me hanging, man.
I've got to sort out that. I still haven't sorted out this.
I know. You got to straighten that out to leave me hanging. You're over halfway done, wasn't you?
Yeah, I didn't have many to do. It was just
it wasn't much left. Because Belmonte had the lead, didn't he?
Yeah, he's going to win it. He's going to win it.
For Alan, for Dwayne, my name's Rob. Thank you guys for joining us today, and God bless and be well.
Yeah, we'll have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
See you again, guys.